to start streaming. Yes. Okay. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
We should be live now, so it's saying we are live. I'm sure the stream will start playing. We can view on the watch page, it says. Let's have a look. Okay, let's quickly put that on mute. Excellent. I hope everything is going okay. I hope you can see and hear us fine. We've got 5 people in here, it says. I'm not sure if that's right. Oh, it's popped up to 9 now. So good evening. If you could just let us know in the chat before we get going that everything is great. I can see Gary Dunster, Amanda, Darren Smart Reselling in here already. Chelsea is in here as well, and so Stephen Bennett, Peter Smith, Malinky, Seliton. So hopefully everything is good. Stephen Bennett. Bobby Billington says he's just got the notification, not 20 minutes late. What it might be is because we're doing it differently this week. We're using our streaming software. We're not using Google Hangouts. So
this is how we normally record.
This way is a little bit more long-winded, but it gives you more control. So it's kind of one of those things where it allows you to do more, but it takes a little bit longer to set up, but nothing major.
So a little bit late.
Just a little bit late. So Fake Rachel, Polashek, Karen Barnes, Nigel VGM. Good evening. Can't be here long. Don kids still need feeding. They do always need that.
Yeah, we've already fed ours. They're off playing actually, aren't they? I think. Upstairs somewhere.
So it's Silver Pirate, Scott Reed, Raz. Hi, Black Friday, everyone. Yeah, it's Black Friday. Sell It On says, watch all the videos, love them, not been on chat much before. Well, welcome to the chat.
Yeah, welcome to the chat.
Really do appreciate you popping on. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually pause the live feed for us, just so we don't use up too much of our internet, because we can actually see you, we can actually see ourselves on a separate screen. So really good to see so many people already in here. We've got 45 people in here. David McGregor's in here as well, which is brilliant. Joshua James, Nolan, just brilliant. Welcome everybody.
Yeah, welcome. Hello.
We don't want to spend the whole show saying welcome, but it's really cool. It's really cool. But we just want to say as many highs, because sometimes what happens is after a while it can become difficult to say hi to everybody, so we're getting the highs done early. Yes. Okay, so 47 people in the chat now, which is fantastic. Didn't recognise that clean shaven chap. Yes, clean shaven. The baby
Still
face.
No haircut, but
the haircut will come. Just it's not too bad. Look, I can just
it's
brush
not
it.
too bad. It just needs tidying up.
It needs tidying up, definitely.
It's alright.
So, first of all, what we wanted to talk about was, we've got a number of topics to talk about. It's going to be a packed show tonight. That's very professional. Yeah, packed show. Well, I think it is anyway.
Well, we hope so. We've got a number of points to go through. Whether it ends up being that packed once we start talking about
it's
it.
different.
It's another matter.
What I wanted to say was, what we wanted to say really was thank you to everybody for your response to Beck's first video.
Yes. Thank
you. Obviously, it's your video. Do you want to say?
Well, I just want to say thank you. I can't believe the response I got from it. I still haven't finished replying to most people. I've been at work today, so I'm really sorry that I haven't replied to everybody yet. But thank you so much for all your kind comments. I really enjoyed making it.
I think you got a great response talking about buttons.
And it was about buttons.
I mean, it's fantastic that the response you got. So thanks everybody. Really appreciate it. It was just about buttons. I have to say buttons like that because it's the only way to say buttons now. So yeah, that was fantastic. Everyone's loving it. I mean, Amanda's saying she was amazing. Congrats, Beck, from Gary. Fake Rachel says yes, Beck's video was great. Really appreciate that. Really do. Yeah. I mean, it's not easy, is it, making vids?
No,
it's not easy, but
I mean, my cuts were quite funny because I'd started talking and I'd be like, no, that's rubbish. I'm turning that off. Yeah. So I was like getting angry at myself when I was recording it, but it was good fun to record. Actually, I did enjoy it.
Yeah, it was really good. Darren Smart says, "Careful, Z, Peck's getting so low. Couldn't have another One Direction on our hands."
Well, you never know.
Oh no. It's good. I'm really happy, actually. It just shows that Beck's getting into it. You were really surprised, actually.
I
was really surprised. I came in and I was like, oh my god, wow, yeah, go for it.
I was like, will you help me edit it? So here actually edited.
Yeah, I edited it, so I get props for the awesome, the bits where they would, you just stick everything together. Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, that was you.
So, really happy with that. Moving on, we want to talk about our sales for the week. And they were pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think...
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think we have sold... in the last 7 days... we've actually sold 32 items on eBay. And the turnover, bear in mind this is turnover, I'm at pains to point that out. Mm-hmm. Turnover has been £735 for the last 7 days. So we're just over £100 a day, which is where we aim to be.
Yeah.
So
that's our minimum, isn't it?
Yeah, we're pretty pleased.
So.
We did also have a few sales on Amazon, which was nice as
well.
So
actually,
we don't really talk about it because we don't do much on it.
I don't know. Amazon kind of woke up a bit this week, didn't it?
It has. But like when we say woke up, I mean it is.
For us,
we do Amazon very differently to like to a lot of people in this. Well, that sounds so conceited. No, we don't do it different. What we do is we send up the same crap that we find on eBay, except we send it up to Amazon. So that's why we don't do it in the traditional retail arbitrage sense, because we just don't have the funds really to do it like that. Ideally, what you want to be able to do is go in and do clear some shelves, get some bargains, send them up, and make some good money. But we unfortunately don't have the cash to do it that way. And what we have tried similarly, we will talk about later because it kind of didn't go so well for us.
Work out so well. So we do want to kind of put a little warning out.
Yeah, so not a warning, just
but
our experience. This is what this is. Yeah, this is what it is.
I suppose that's the best way. Yeah.
Exactly. So a lot of positive comments. Steve Green is in here. Carp Fishing is in here as well. So brilliant. Amanda says that last week's Chinwag, she was shattered and fell asleep, so my intention is to stay awake for the full chat today. You know what? If you do fall asleep again, we're not going to hold it against you, Amanda. It's fine.
Yeah.
Reseller Network says, great video yesterday, Beck. One of the best ever. You need to do your own channel video about buttons and women's stuff. Wow, that is some severely higher praise. So
thank you, Reseller Network.
Brilliant. Silver Pirate says, did you have a passport photo need doing to be clean shaven? No, but this is something that we're going to talk about as well later. The clean shaven look is linked to something. So there's a little teaser there. So some positive comments about your video there, Beck. Polishek says Zahira and Beck are like a plus and minus, complete contrast. Yes, we get that a lot. Yvette asks, hi Bex, how are you doing with the buns? With the buttons?
Well, I've sorted out bundles as you saw from the video. I'm still trying to get through the listing of that.
Yeah.
Everything's photographed, and then I've still got a second bag of buttons to kind of go through as well. Yeah. So,
a lot of buttons.
So there's a lot of buttons to go through. You can't say it.
I can. Okay. Peter Smith says, I particularly liked the bit where Bex referred to how badly organised the area is. Yeah. Yes.
We're nearly out of tape again. Have you done anything about it?
I just don't order stationery as often as I should. No, I haven't done it.
I might have to take over with that.
I don't know. Okay. Fake Rachel says she's tired. She was up till 3 a.m. with a cranky toddler. we've been there.
Yeah.
It's you know what, Fake Rachel, hope you can get through it and muddle through it as you will, obviously, because you know you've got no choice. That's it, really.
That's what it comes down to, though, doesn't it? It's like, I've got to be up with this one.
Reseller Network says, note to all resellers, stop sourcing so much and sell the stock you have. A reseller should only have 20% unlisted stock on top of the stock you have listed. This will really help with your profit. Profit margins, it's good advice, I suppose. It's not for everyone, because we know lots of people such as Nick Hills and Caroline who have masses of stock, and it doesn't seem to do their masses of unlisted stock, and it doesn't seem to do their profits any harm. So just for balance.
I'm not sure about Ken and unlisted stock though.
I think Ken's got he's got stashes. I think Steve's pretty good at getting all this stuff listed, but let's have a look. John Brady says, does the Amazon app not have a ka-ching when you sell something? I have to change mine all the time. I have to charge mine all the time. Yeah, John Brady, I don't think the Amazon app does have that. Orchard Girl giving some sympathies to Soup as well. It will get easier. Let's have a look. Steve Green in there. Fake Rachel. Okay, stop buying. Niall Gulliver, when are Beck's buttons going online?
Hopefully the next couple of days.
Next couple of days, she's hoping to get them online.
I'm hoping to try and get them. I mean, I started doing a few, but it's not. I've not been that productive when it comes to listing this week, so I'm really a bit behind on the listing this week. So I'm just.
Well, you get there. You haven't been too bad. You've gotten some organisation.
I know, but I think it's because I'm doing photos and I'm trying to package at the same time and stuff. So.
Yeah. Gary Dunster says that won't be happening from next year here with the storage price hikes at FBA. You've got to be careful, I suppose, from next year. Definitely from, I think it's August, isn't it? Amanda says, lol, it was nothing to do with the chat, just that I fell asleep. I'm not even sleepy today, so all good.
No, I've done that before, Amanda, and then I've had to go back and rewatch a video where I've put it on, hoping to watch it, and then fallen asleep by halfway through, so I've had to rewatch something because I stuck it on and fell asleep.
Well, we've got 66 people in the chat, so welcome everybody. Amazing, it's very humbling. Darren Smart says he's got a modelling job, must be. Well, I know with these chiseled features, you would only go to that. You would, of course. I understand this, but no, unfortunately, it's not that I've got a modelling job. Niall Gulliver says stubble looks bad in court. So we've gone from one end to the end.
Models to being in court. Wow.
Yep. So it's fine. It's one of those things.
Oh dear.
Okay. Karen Barnes says, tut-tuts are here running out of stationery. I always order when I open the last batch. Well done on the video, Bex was amazing. We'll watch this later on. Best finish, cooking the dinner. Oh yes, never stops, the daily grind. No. We've got Scott in the chat from Obese Lemon YouTube. Hey Z, Beck, hope you're both well. I'm late. It's fine, dude. It's fine. By the way,
and it's not that late anyway.
Enjoying your stream as well. I'm looking forward to the chest cam coming in. Was in there for that, it'll be interesting to see Monday? That. Yeah, I think Monday from 12 till 5. Is it? I think it's 12 till 5. Yeah, let us know. Zahir reminds me of a vintage Polish comics character, Titus. I'll take that. I don't know. I'll Google it.
I don't know what that is. I don't know. I think you should Google these things.
I should Google them before I take it, shouldn't I? Really, but yeah, I just take it.
Shall we go? Move on to the south?
Let's actually go on. Yeah, what we're gonna do is oh wow, Good Use Good says hello from London, Canada. Oh wow, that's fantastic.
Hello.
Silver Pirate says smash that like button. You don't have to. I just like saying it whenever someone says it. Gives me an opportunity to say smash that like button. I just think it's such a great phrase. I don't know.
You've gone right off track. Should we get
let's get back on track. Okay. Like we said, we had a decent week of sales. We were happy with our sales.
We were.
And what we thought we would do is we have set up our streaming software so we can share with you some of our more interesting sales. Scott, by the way, from Obese Lemon says, 12 to 5 should be interesting. Check out Scott's channel. It's really fun. He's a good guy. So definitely check that out. Polashek says raking. Okay.
Yeah.
Question from Reseller Network. What would you do differently now if you started your eBay business today with the knowledge you've gained? Good question there. Let's have a look. What would be... I think
You'll be better off answering this because you've been doing this longer than I have.
Yeah, if I was to start my reselling again today, the main thing I would do, I suppose, is like my sourcing. I think I could... Whatever money I had to start off with, I would tailor it towards certain items more than others. Because when I started off sourcing, I very much did what a lot of people do, which is I was watching Nick's videos, I was watching some of the other guys that were out there, and my knowledge base, necessarily my knowledge base, because I already had knowledge on certain things, but I just wasn't confident.
You kind of ignored it a bit, didn't you?
Well, I wasn't confident in investing in those. I mean, as you guys know, I'm into my electronics, my vintage electronics, my tech, my hi-fi, because irrespective of reselling, I've been in love with hi-fi for many years, as Beck will tell you. It's been part of my jobs in the past, and it's just a personal love I have. One day I will have a really overpriced, expensive audiophile sound system just because I love them so much. There's actually an Italian brand called Pathos who make the most beautiful valve amps, and I will have one of those one day.
One day.
Yeah, it's just something I've always wanted. So I suppose if I was to start again, I would have the confidence to start sourcing in that environment, in that area, in that niche quicker than I did, because when I first started, I did start with board games and things that I wasn't comfortable.
Can I just say from my point of view, from sourcing from where what I'm getting into sourcing as well. Yeah. I am starting very, where I feel comfortable. So again, like lower end stuff, I'm not putting too much money into it because I'm kind of like, well, it's going on my buying decision and whether I can make money out of it. So I think it's, all resellers start out doing that, I think. Yeah. To begin with. And it's hard to kind of take up that next, kick into that next level to kind of invest more money.
I mean, I suppose I'd have the confidence to put more money down.
Yeah. That's what you're getting at.
That's
what
I'm
getting
spending
at. Money anyway. So.
Yeah, but now I do it just with reckless abandon now. Now, if I get a chance, I just spend money on stuff. Okay. There's actually a comment in here from Carp Fishing Adventures. Are you upset the sniff doll has gone now? Well, that's what we're going to talk about.
That brings us on nicely to our...
we're going to segue like pros. We should be on ITV in the morning. No.
I won't go that far.
No. We're better than that. Okay. What we wanted to do is we wanted to share with you some of our more interesting sales from the past 7 days. So we picked out 5 sales that we wanted to just share with you guys. So if all goes well, pow.
Is it gonna work?
I don't know. Yeah, there we go, guys.
You can see it.
Right. Okay, so what we wanted to do is just share with you the 5 more interesting sales. We've got Wesley Lowe in here as well now, so hello. And yeah, these were just some sales that went. Yes, I was sad to see these Barbies go, but
not because he sniffs them.
Though. I don't. Yeah, guys.
I just want to stick that out.
I don't. It wasn't like I was.
It's not like he's at home all day just
sniffing them.
Barbies.
I wasn't. Yeah, they once I photographed and listed them, I put them away. Right. I don't. They are
and
gorgeous.
They were actually wrapped in like plastic
in a bag,
bags
exactly,
as well,
sealed bags.
I didn't want to get any dust or anything like that on them.
Yeah.
So they went into a sealed bag, ready for.
Yeah. I mean, they're absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, so we sold these. I mean, the funny thing is...
We actually got one after the other,
We did. We had these up for £50 for quite a while, and we had a lot of watches, but no action, as it were. So we put them up, put them down to 45.
And you kept saying you were going to drop it lower, and I kept saying to you, no, don't drop it, because they're worth this. Don't drop it. Yeah.
So, what we're going to do is, show you the photos that we took. We actually, for this Barbie, this isn't her original stand.
We had to order a stand because she came with one part of her stand, didn't she?
Yeah.
And because the base didn't fit the clear stand, we ended up having to just do the stand as it was, which this one you know, unfortunately, without her original stand, isn't great.
Well, I mean, we paid 99p for the stand and from Hong Kong or something, and it came quickly, and you can see she looks good on it. Yeah, she looks a bit like Taylor Swift, a little bit. No?
No, not really.
No, okay. Maybe that's just me. Well, David McGregor says, no shame in the sniffing. Beverly Hills Barbie is a babe. So, okay. So that was a good sale. And that went... this sale, I think, actually went to... Spain, I think it was.
One,
yeah.
It?
And then immediately after this one sold to Spain, we sold the brunette Barbie as well. And this one went to France. So and you can see this Barbie was lucky because she actually had her original stand.
Which is, as you can see, it's much nicer.
Yeah, the original stand is lovely because it really does kind of hide. It gives that good effect from the front. When she's standing, it hides the.
It kind of almost like she's standing there by herself.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like she's just standing there by herself. So you know, I was really happy. So those went the same morning. So one went to Spain or France, one of the two, and then the other one went to Spain or France.
One sale kind of made
prompted the other,
like kind of kicked in the other sale because we had like 11 watches on these, and it was getting silly because we kept seeing the
and a lot of page
kind
views, a huge amount of page
rising,
views,
and we were thinking, well, okay.
So I was happy with those sales. Those were really good. Moving on to our third sale that we wanted to share with you, and it was a huge Sylvanian family sale. Now, we did sell this a little bit cheap. We could have asked for over £100, but we got this from a job lot, which we paid £30 for, just locally to us. Paid £30 for this, and we got this, and we got like a windmill thing as well. Now we charged £15 for shipping. And £90 for the actual family. Now these I think can command more money. But we kind of wanted a quick flip there. So we're pretty happy with how it went. We didn't have masses of furniture. We had some furniture. Most of the Sylvanian families were naked. We only had. Only the mum and pup were wearing clothes. Everyone else was running around starkers in this household. So, we'll leave it at that. So we were happy to sell for 90 plus 15 shipping. So that was pretty good. Next sale. Now this is a cool sale as well. This was from our jumble sale. We went to a jumble sale. We made a video about that as well a few weeks back, and we went crazy on the 20p clothes. And we just thought we'd share some of the clothes that we've sold. Did you pick this one up for 20p? Yeah, it was 20p. Yeah, this was 20p because it wasn't classed as a jacket. It's a cagoule, and it always reminds me of that Johnny Stone's man-clad video that Ken shared. It was hilarious. So, that went for £20 plus shipping. So this is a cagoule, guys. Ralph Lauren chaps. Awesome little cagoule there. 2XL size. Larger sizes command good money.
They do.
They get a picture of my hand in there as well.
Why have you got your hand in there?
I don't know.
You've done these ones,
I did those, I did those,
I would have edited that out.
Yeah, you would have done, but I didn't. So it was so that was a pretty good sale as well. So let's just go back into the comments here quickly. Talking about sniffing. Smart Reselling says, every time I see your photos I notice how terrible mine are. Those are some brilliant photos, says Steve Green. Thanks guys, really appreciate the comments. It's lighting and background. Your lighting and background are more important than the camera you use.
I mean, I use my mobile phone now.
She uses her mobile phone. I use an ancient DSLR camera, which is only 6 million pixels. Most people's phones have got way higher resolution than my camera does. So it's all lighting and background. We will at some point, and I keep on saying this.
You always say this.
But I'm going to say it again.
When are you going to do it?
I'm going to make a video about the lighting.
When are you going to do it?
Soon.
Yeah.
Soon, yeah. Don't hold your breath, people, but we will make one eventually. Got a question here from Peter Smith. How did you pack the Sylvanian house? One sheet. I always use big bubble wrap
Well, all the little figures we actually stuck in a little box.
Yeah, and then
didn't we? And padded it inside the house.
Yeah, all the figures and accessories we put in a box and put the box inside the house, and we put it in a bit of bubble wrap to stop the box moving around. Shut the house, wrapped it in one sheet of big bubble wrap. I always use big bubble wrap. I don't buy a regular bubble wrap. Yeah, I like using this stuff here. Like this is like the big bubble stuff. I much prefer that.
Yeah.
So I wrapped it in one sheet of that, wrapped it in a layer or two of card, like thick double corrugated card, wrapped it in that, and then long ways and sideways, so it was just really well wrapped. It's difficult to wrap card because obviously it's very stiff and strong in most cases, but that's what you want. And then you should be able to ship it off in the comfort, knowing that even if it gets kicked around by a disgruntled employee, it's going to reach safe. Yeah. So let's have a look. Reseller Network says, I'm thinking of just bundling 3 board games at a time just to get rid of them all. Okay. Sylvanians on the balcony look like the royal family outside Buck Palace, says Pippa. Yeah, I thought so. It's a cagoule with a C, not a bagool. Reseller Network. Let's have a look. My hands are always in my photos, says Gary. Bobby Billington says 20p into 23 is great, but I would have had to ask for more on the Ralph Lauren. Bobby, I'm going to hate admitting this. I was asking for more, but then I just got...
Did you drop the price?
Yeah, I dropped the price. I was originally asking for 29.
Price dropper.
Oh, I really shouldn't be admitting this. And I did it quickly as well. I just wanted it. I don't know why.
Why?
I don't know.
It hasn't even taken up that much space.
I don't
it
know.
folded in nicely into a box.
Yeah, I was originally...
Oh,
I know. That's just bad of me. But yeah, I should have gotten more on the Ralph Lauren. Bobby, you're right. And I'm sure you would have definitely gotten more. So in the future, I'm going to be more careful.
Yeah.
I sometimes get bothered by certain items hanging around. It's not everything.
It's not even been here that long. We've had longer stuff.
I don't know if any of you guys have this, but some stuff I'll be happy to leave for months, years. I've got stuff that I've had for years, and I've still got it like over a year.
I have to say, I think we sold like a radio recently.
Yeah, that I've had for like a year.
Like a year.
Certain things I'll keep.
There a year.
But
anything electronic, it can stay here a year.
I think
it's clothing that you've had a few weeks. No.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So that's right. That's right. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad that's been Yes. Okay.
I found out your weakness.
Yeah, that is a weakness. Did Bex do the Barbie photos?
No, I think you did.
I did I had a lot of fun doing the Barbie photos as well. I like photographing figures, like even if they're Royal Dalton figurines or action figures, anything figures I like doing.
Yeah.
Okay. Gary says, when you're going to do it, Izzy? As soon as possible. Yeah, please do the lighting video, says Pippa. I will do it as soon as possible.
I think you should set out this, this coming week, maybe.
I will, yeah. Question, what do you use as a photo backdrop? Asks Yvette. Again, that's part of my lighting setup, so I will do a lighting video. It's Perspex.
Yeah.
It's Perspex. It's like a sheet of Perspex. And if you bend it, it makes like an infinite background, which I like. So that's what we use.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Wesley says, "Is that big bubble wrap or just big bubble wrap?" Says Wesley. It's big bubble wrap. Okay. Carp asks, "Were you reselling before Christmas last year, and how was it?" I was. It wasn't great.
This is your second Christmas.
Yeah,
now,
my last year I didn't have as much listed, but I did better in the months before and after Christmas.
Yeah.
December was poor. I think I didn't. even turn over. I think I turned over about 2k or something. Which,
January,
yeah, I think I did better in the months before, and yeah, I did. For some reason, it wasn't great for me. Matthew Bowden asks, "Are you guys VAT registered?" No, we're not, because we don't. We don't. Bobby Billington calls me a bottler, and I will accept that. Comment.
Is that to do with your price drop?
That's to do with my bottling it, and yes,
that's a good one.
it's yes, I bottled it. I know. Okay. Gary says, "Z, you win some, you lose some. You just middle grounded it." Yes, I did, but yeah, I kind of bottled it. Let's have a look. Matthew asks, so at any point in the last 12 months, if you go over the limit, you will have to register. That's right. Yes. Yeah. You have to. Anytime you go over the 80k or whatever it is mark, you do. Okay. Yeah. Everyone's confirming that it's 83k, so that's right. We've got one more sale to show you. It's not mega exciting, but I'm pretty happy with it. And that sale is the Martini Vermouth pub advertising small frame mirror, home bar, man cave there. We bought a bunch of these for like a $5. I think I paid like £1 each. So not a huge profit, but they're nice, simple, easy sales, and they're popular, aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, we've sold
a couple of those. Yeah, I think.
Did we have a Pepsi one as well?
Yeah, I think we've sold a number of these.
We've sold a few of these, and these are quite nice. And this was a nice little small one that we could kind of have around the house.
Exactly. Yeah, it's one of those things that I like picking them up because they're cool. They're really awkward to photograph.
They are
because they're mirrors, but I really enjoy picking those up. So those were some of the sales that we wanted to share with you guys because we thought we haven't done it for a while, so mix it in. I think it mixes up the chat a bit as well. Yeah. So now we're going to professionally go back over to the webcam view. Oh, look at that! That's pretty good. Look at that! Yeah. Bobby says, just taking the piss. Yeah, the best price is the one that puts money in your pocket. Thanks, Bobby. True. We know you were kidding, but still, yeah. So it's brilliant. What the next thing that we wanted to talk about was in relation to the shave. As you guys know, I recently was going to get a job, and I then didn't hear anything for ages, and then that gave me time to chicken out of the job. But
it's not that you didn't hear anything for ages. It's they did call you. They gave you some lame reason as to why they had left it so long. And
but it wasn't whatever it was. It's not an issue. Yeah, whatever it was.
That they hadn't.
The fact is, the manager there is a lovely guy. Yeah, but the fact is, the manager is a lovely guy, and he did get back to me eventually just to check what was going on. And then you start thinking, you never look a gift horse in the mouth. And I went for the job in the end. I went and I've sorted out the paperwork issue that there was, and I started, and I really like it. Yeah. It's only a part-time job for 16 hours a week, and I love it, hence the shave.
Yeah.
I've not started properly yet.
Well, you had two training days.
Two training days, and then I popped in today for a few hours just to see what it was like. And I said, and then he asked me, so what do you think? And I was like, yes, I love it. So I'm going to be starting properly within the next week or two, and I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah. So in total, between us, me and Beck are going to be doing a whopping 29 hours a week work.
Is it 29?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
yeah, it's 29.
Yeah, I just had it up.
Yep, 29 hours, which is still 10 hours less than a regular full-time job. Yep. And that's going to really help us. All it's going to do is it's going to take the pressure off the business, like we explained last time.
Give us more money to play around with, to spend, really, isn't it?
Well, it's just going to take some stress off of the business that wasn't there before. So we're resetting the situation. We're managing now, but we're slowing the business down a lot.
And that's the last thing we want.
And eventually that would harm it. At the moment, it's just coping, so this is going to be perfect. I'm not going to talk too much about it because we talked about this a lot last time, only for me to then just do a U-turn, like he's some kind of shady politician or something.
Yeah, you do. The thing is with Zahir is if you give him too much time to think about it, he will just back out of whatever it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, you've got to kind of get in there quick and just kind of get him to do it.
Yeah. So that's what that is. Just going back into the chat. Let's have a look. Some great sales, says Jimmy White. Gary Dunster asks if you'd be interested to see how we photograph that mirror. Just move around the angles, but yeah, I will do that. Wesley says, see another great photo, get that video done, Zahir. I will get it done. Silver Pirate says, too right, Bobby, cash is king. Reseller Network asks, do you Photoshop your pics? No, I do not Photoshop my pics.
No.
When you start Photoshopping stuff, where do you stop? You've got to balance, not just in terms of the integrity of the photo that you're providing your customer, but also from the point of view of time, right? We're not taking photos to win competitions here, or to be featured in a gallery. These are photos that have to be just quality enough to really give your buyer confidence. Because if you think about it, your photos are, I don't necessarily think a lot of people spend enough time on them just because they don't realise how important they are. I think they're so important. They're the main thing that is going to get someone to click on your listing and buy your item. So I don't Photoshop. I do adjust the brightness now and then if I've gotten the brightness wrong, but I don't adjust anything else. I don't adjust contrast or anything like that, or the saturation or colours, because then you start messing a bit too much.
Yeah.
So I don't do that. Carp asks, what's Beck's next video? We need one per week now at least.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay. Pippa says, I love these live streams with you two. I think you could even go head to head with EastEnders. Oh, I don't know. Your mum would choose EastEnders every time,
my
right?
mum would definitely choose EastEnders every day.
Yep, Amanda says no competition with EastEnders at all. Gave up on that ages ago. Okay. Zahir, you still need to answer my question about how to package glass, says Malinky. Double box, I would say. I would say bubble wrap the glass, ideally with large bubble wrap, because large bubble wrap over small bubble wrap just gives more padding, more air. It just makes
does pad around.
You can make it bouncy like a ball if you wrap enough around it. So I'd say bubble wrap, and then I would suggest that you box it or wrap it in cardboard and then stick it in a box, and then you're going to be safe. Smart Reselling says a week. How about a daily Bex vlog? So that's it.
I was going to say just slow down.
Yeah.
One video.
Gary Dunster says he only ever changes the brightness as well, and Reseller Network agrees with that as well.
Yeah.
Lots of lovely comments about the whole job thing. Chelsea says good for you. Amanda says best of luck. Steve Green says I wouldn't shave for any manager. Viva la revolution. Richard Payne says well done. Jimmy White, good luck. Larry Moss says nice one. Obese Lemon says congrats Z, sounds great. Reseller Network says Zahi, can you model your petrol station outfit?
He hasn't got it yet.
I haven't got it yet. Yeah, I'll think about that though. Okay. Did you have to sell your bobble hat, Z, says Pippa? No, I just don't know where it is. Beck knitted that for me, by the way, guys. That's why I love wearing it all the time. She knits me things.
I think I know where it is.
Do you?
Yeah.
Can you tell me?
Yes.
Okay, because I couldn't find it. Let's have a look. There's a Polish ex says here, leave those jobs for Polish people. That's, if I didn't know that you were Polish, that comment could be construed as offensive, so bear that in mind. But let's have a look. I'd rather work 80 hours a week for 25k working for myself than 100k a week working 40 hours for someone else. Completely agree with that sentiment.
I do agree with that.
David McGregor says, will Zahir commit to a lighting video if Beck commits to another solo video?
I don't know, will we?
You commit, I don't know. Steve Green says good luck as well. David Morse has joined us, good evening. Carp says you part-timer, you Zahir, lol, good work. Dude, it will take loads of worry and stress off. Don't sniff the customers. Okay, let's have a look. Thought you have a full-time job, Reseller Network, or is that for yourself also? Okay. The only thing I find hard to photograph is clothing. Okay.
Yeah, clothing's pain. I don't like doing.
Yeah.
Clothing.
Okay. Question: why did you move to Blackpool? You should have moved to Manchester, maybe. We like where we live a lot. It's gorgeous. Yeah. It's not all about. We didn't base it around like where you can source.
No.
We just love where we live.
And Manchester's not that far away from us.
Yeah,
it
it's not
us
far.
About 45.
Yeah,
50 minutes to
Yeah.
get into Manchester.
And also
Manchester's not
Manchester's
far for
too
us.
much like Croydon, London.
And that's exactly what we
Yeah.
were trying to get away from.
It's we
actually.
don't want
We just wanted a
yeah exactly.
quite a life really.
That's
Get
how.
away from the busy.
Kevin Robeson says, I got a message this week complaining about the quality of my pictures for a Marantz equalizer, need to up my game. Yeah, I mean, if you get a comment from a customer, what you've got to think about are what about all the customers that didn't bother commenting and simply moved on. You know, you could have sold it by now, so that's the reason why it pays to photograph. And there are little tips and tricks when you're photographing like things which are like black or white. It's worth looking into exposure compensation. Let's have a look. What did you say? Okay, Smart Reseller says, I can lend you my Liverpool hat. No, it's okay. Amanda says, oh my god, are you guys in Blackpool? We're near Blackpool. Yeah, we're about 30 minutes drive from the beach and whatever.
Still yet to see the lights.
Yeah, we haven't seen the lights yet. Okay. Gary says, I'm going to take the plunge and go by Beck's example and do a first video.
Yay.
Oh, that would be fantastic, Gary. Do it if you want to do it. It's a lot of fun. I love making videos. We just love it.
I love the interaction.
Yeah, we love the comments. We love sharing. I always bring it down to a very simple thing. If it wasn't for Nick sharing the videos, if it wasn't for watching Bonafide Hustler and raking profit over instead sharing, like I wouldn't be where I am right now. You know, taking this crazy adventure.
No, we wouldn't.
Beck, you wouldn't be.
Wouldn't.
We wouldn't be doing this crazy reselling adventure if it wasn't for people sharing how they did it and what they sold and how they do it. It's through sharing that we got inspired, and it just feels. I almost feel. I know this sounds really silly, but I almost feel it's my duty to then do it as well. Just in the hope that even if we can inspire one person to try it and pick it up, just that's how I
mean, I've always been like the steady job, routine based type of person. This is the last thing I thought I would end up doing. But we have.
Exactly. Let's have a look. Reseller Network says loads of sourcing in Manchester, Aladdin's Cave for me. Yeah, I mean it will be like any city. It's going to be packed with stuff, of course. Let's have a look. Move north, but didn't know that was Blackpool, says Amanda. She didn't know that we'd moved to Blackpool. John Brady says, I live in a small village in Wales. I do all right. Exactly. Raz says, I'm looking for a BP uniform to sell on eBay. Very cheeky. Let's have a look. Cora Harrison says, love Blackpool road trip. If I'm honest with you, we don't think like it's amazing. It's like it's nice, but we prefer like Lytham. It's really lovely in Lytham. Just to visit really.
Lytham's a nice beach, isn't it? I think when we go to the beach, we do like to go to Lytham. So. Yeah,
exactly. Let's have a look. Malinky, not Blackpool, beautiful countryside, easy reach the coast and major centres. Okay, fair enough. Raking.com. Okay, anyway. So we've now got 71 people in the chat, which is just astonishing, really. Pretty awesome. We still have stuff to talk about. So we talked about the response to Beck's sales video or button video. Our sales. We've shared some sales with you guys. We've talked about my job, and now we're going to talk about something to do with Amazon. Okay. Now this is something. This is not to put you off, and it's not negative either. This is an observation, and this is something that hasn't just happened to us. It's happened to other people as well, and it's about FBA. And about being aware of the rules. So, please don't take it as a negative video, because we still think Amazon is just a brilliant way to sell. Some of the prices you can achieve on Amazon are awesome. So I definitely feel it's something that you need to kind of bear in mind. Let's have a look. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about what happened to us.
So do you want to start?
Yeah.
So we bought some. Oh, maybe I'll start. I started talking. So
No, go. You go.
We bought some stock in August. This was it last week. I think we mentioned it on the chat with Nick this week, didn't we? You did.
Might have done.
Basically, we bought a whole bunch of stock in August, so sent it up to Amazon for Q4.
We did.
Now we noticed towards the end of last week that one of the items had become inactive.
Yeah.
So obviously you straight away messaged Amazon, no response from them.
Yeah.
But then we kind of discovered that it was basically because they changed the status and we weren't allowed to sell in that category anymore.
Yeah. Well, not that we're not allowed to sell in the category. It's that particular listing is now restricted. What you'll find on Amazon is some listings are restricted. They will tell you certain DVDs from certain studios are restricted, certain lines are restricted, and I think because this is to do with Star Wars, basically with these like really nice cute Darth Vader plushes. Yeah. And we got like 30 of the buggers.
32 actually.
Yeah. So we sent these up thinking we're going to do well. We got them really cheap. We got them. I think we're wearing them for maybe like $5 each. I think, and unfortunately, what happened was they decided that we can't sell on them. Yeah. So now if I go in and try to add that product, it comes up saying you're not eligible to list in this to list this item, and we're not taking any applications. And also you can see on the listing itself, it's dwindled to just 3 FBA sellers. Yeah. 2 of which are like really huge sellers as well. So suddenly we've got 30 odd items up at FBA that we can't, we can't sell. Yeah. They're inactive, so and then we have to pay to get them bought back.
So we decided to do that.
Yeah.
We thought rather than getting the stock destroyed, we had too much money in it to leave it up there and let them do that. So we got it back.
And then to make it worse, this is how I was out and they delivered the pallet of them wrapped in this black cling film, and they left it on our drive, which is fair enough. So Beck had to go out and go and...
It's lucky it didn't rain, actually.
It was lucky it didn't rain. It was left out. But the thing is, the way they had packed these, it wasn't great.
No.
So,
we've got a lot to go through, but we've got quite a few that have come back to us damaged. So we are going to have to go through it and kind of put in a claim against Amazon about how they shipped it back to us.
Speak to Amazon. And from what I've heard, they're very reasonable when you speak to them. Yeah. So I think...
we're hoping it's not too many, but the ones I've noticed, I think we've got at least 5 or 6.
Sure.
Probably.
Sure.
Definitely that have got really bad damage on them.
Yeah.
There are ones that have kind of got a bit of box damage where they've torn the cardboard and stuff like that. Now, I will stress these were actually new when we actually sent them up.
Brand new in the manufactured boxes,
and the way they've shipped it back to us means that they've
damaged them.
Damaged.
And but from things that I know that Fake Rachel has said a few times, that they're quite reasonable when you communicate with them. So what we're hoping is we're going to send them some photos of the damaged items and just say, look, this is unacceptable. We sent them to you pristine. You accepted them as pristine, brand new, and you sent them back to us in a poor condition. So some of them are like just they're not in giftable condition. Some of them are fine. Some of them are a bit worn. But that's just something to bear in mind. We had to then unwrap that, and now we've got all these Darth Vader plushes, which is not an issue because there's lots of places you can sell them. You can sell them on eBay, Facebook, Gumtree, wherever, auction them. It doesn't matter. We'll sell them. It's not an issue. However, I just feel that it's one of those situations where you should be aware that when you send something up, and especially if you're doing it in numbers, there is a potential for you suddenly to. So when we sent this stuff in, we were allowed to send this in.
Yeah.
Right, and then we weren't restricted at that point, so that's why we sent it in. Otherwise, we wouldn't have sent it in, right?
Exactly.
And then, whilst it's there, and these have been active for ages, it's just none of them sold because my price was.
we put our prices that we wanted to get at Christmas
for Christmas.
We weren't looking to sell them right then. So we put our Christmas price on it basically.
Exactly.
So
yeah,
so that's why none have sold.
Exactly.
In the time,
so and then we've had to pay for them to come back, and I think that would have cost us like another 50 odd p plus per item, I think. So it's not great. It's quite annoying to say the least, but hopefully we're going to get some money out of them for the damage.
Learned, isn't it? It's kind of like we would be a lot more careful about what we do send up. I mean, we don't do Amazon on a big scale at all. We kind of dabble with it, and
and it's certainly going to make us think about sending in large volumes. We thought we'd go big, just we'd try and give it a go. Luckily, there was another item that we sent up that is flying out nicely. That we also went in similar amounts.
It's fine. Absolutely fine. Yes. It's going, but it's just this was one of the things that they decided we wouldn't be able to sell through them. So.
So that's just a little bit of a story, a cautionary tale maybe for you guys. Let's have a look. So what's in the chat? About the prices. It's a bit annoying, but it's not worth it, and we couldn't afford to have these destroyed because it's just throwing away perfectly good stuff. So it's something that we've had to take on the chin, really.
Definitely.
And it's something we're gonna bear in mind for next time as well, aren't we? We're not gonna go crazy and send in risky items, and there are certain items which are riskier compared to others. So something that's Star Wars, I would think twice, even if it's okay. It may not be okay. The only way I think you could get around it is if I'd sold even one of them, we'd be okay.
Yeah, but you can't even say that because you don't.
Well, I think so because there was 3 FBA sellers left. There was a bunch of FBA sellers, right? And they all got wiped out, and leaving 3. 2 of them were very big accounts, and one of them was a very new account. And my guess is he must have sold 1 because I've heard this before that even if you just sell 1, it's fine. So it was a bit of a bummer. Let's have a look. A lot of comments in there saying it's pretty bad, etc. John Brady says if I can't list something on Amazon, it goes straight on eBay. That's what's going to happen. Gary says how you both can keep your chins up is a light for all new resellers. Hope this works out for you both to get a good profit back. You know what? That's one of the things with reselling. You just have to. You can't get down by. You get so many little roadblocks.
We'll probably still make.
I think we'll make money on it. Of course we will. Definitely. We'll make profit on it. There's no doubt. We'll make good profit on it. We're in them for like a $5. We could probably take these to a fair or something near Christmas and knock them out for a tenner each, no fees, and still make good money on them, good profit on them. So it's not an issue. I'm gonna just leave it in that situation. David McGregor says I'm at Star Wars Sci-Fi event next week in Manchester. He hit me up. I might be able to help. There you go. Thing is with reselling, that's happened to us. But you've got to be able to take things on the chin. You can't get disheartened. The amount of times you might buy something at boot fair and it not be what you thought it was. You might buy something, think it was something, get home, research it, and realise it was ever so slightly different, and you've now paid up for something that's nowhere near as valuable as something else. What else is there? I buy electricals from auctions, I buy them from boot fairs. The amount of times I've bought something and it works vastly outweighs the times I've bought something and it doesn't work. And you can't live your life, or that sounds too dramatic. You can't
pick yourself up and just get on with it.
Your buying decisions can't be influenced by the very few times things go wrong versus the way things go right. So actually thinking back on it, I will probably buy big amounts and send them into Amazon if the product is right. It's just I will think harder. I will weigh up more options and I'll still do it. So it's just something you have to do. So let's have a look. Silver Pirate says I don't sell on Amazon because it looks like too much hassle. it can be more complicated.
I'm not
Is the
sure.
key? Oh yeah, we haven't got a key. He's gonna have to just meow. He'll be back in.
Sorry, our
Yeah.
cat's meowing. It's
Yeah.
decided that he wants to come in now.
Yeah. So it's just it just happens, and you can't let it get you down.
No.
It's one of those things you really can't.
Definitely not.
Yeah, if you let things like that bother you, you're gonna get stuck quickly. And changes happen in, changes will happen on eBay as well. Changes won't just happen out on Amazon. People talk as if it's only Amazon that changed. You got to remember it wasn't long ago before they did the defect rate changes and the return changes or the distance selling changes. So it's one of those situations where you just get on with it. God, he's annoying, isn't he?
He's not annoying. I just hope it's not raining.
No, it's not raining. It's not raining. It's not raining.
Just get so
Yeah, he'll have to just. Chilling. Just see if it's open. I don't think that's open.
I don't think
Tell
it is.
tell the girls to open. Yeah. Apologise for this, guys. But it's open. There you go. There we go. Yeah. Apologise for that sound if you could hear it. But yeah.
It was this beast.
Yeah, it was our beastly cat. Yeah. There we go.
Boy.
Okay. Right. Well, guys, we are now coming up to an hour. Really have enjoyed today's show.
Yeah.
It's been fantastic. One other thing to talk about before we sign off is returns as well
we forgot
on eBay.
something.
Just one little thing.
Oh,
Just one
okay.
little thing. Yeah, one little thing. It's when you're getting. Just going to quickly talk about eBay quickly and returns. We've just had a situation which is quite common, so it's nothing special. We're not. It's not. We're not stressed about it in the slightest. Sometimes when you get a return request, it's always best to request the item back. Just because a lot of times what happens is that someone will say, "Oh, something's not working. I want a refund," and you just say, "Okay, that's fine. It's not working. Send it back to me, and I'll refund you." So it's not necessarily calling someone's bluff, but it is in a way as well. We've just had a situation where we had a power supply that was apparently faulty. It may well be, I'm not saying it's not, it could well be faulty, but the customer has failed to return it within the allotted time period. So now I can ring up eBay, get the case closed, and that's the end of it. What? Yeah, what's funny? Oh, why have you let a polar bear into? Yeah, that's our cat. Yeah, so we had to let him in. So, and Raz says his hat just came in.
Sorry, I know you were talking all serious, but it just made me giggle.
Yeah. So, just a little story there that's happened this week to us. So we're pretty happy about that we asked for the item to be returned. Yeah.
We don't do that all the time. Well, no.
Sometimes we don't.
Sometimes we will.
Yeah.
It depends on the item, really, if it's worth us getting it back.
If you
but
feel...
You were 100% sure that it was working. You were like, no, that's definitely working.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask him to come back.
Pippa says your cat looks ideal for doing Dr. Evil impressions with. Yes.
He's really awesome.
He is awesome.
We've actually got a little girl cat as well. He's the bigger one out of the two.
Yeah.
And she's really cute and like petite, isn't she? She's so tiny. But yeah, he's a bit of a beast, that one. Okay. Anyway, guys, we are going to call it a night there. We really, really appreciate all of you joining us. It's over 70 people in the chat. It is amazing. It's humbling. We love it. And you're going to do your photo.
And you're going to make another video. Yeah, okay. All right. So there we go. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Really appreciate it. It's just fantastic, and we will be obviously making another one of these, and we will hopefully be making some more videos. If you've got any comments, questions, leave them in the comment section below, and obviously I'm going to ask you guys to smash that like button. I have to do it because it's the end of the video. Alright, and we will see you in our next video. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks for watching.